This city has stories, and so do we. It's not just a podcast, it's a movement. Real stories, real people, real purpose, real purpose. Pull up a seat, get comfortable. Let's talk purpose, pain, growth, and everything in between. From the heart of Atlanta to wherever you are, welcome to Stool Talk. Let's walk it out in purpose together. So today with us on Stool Talk, we're honored to have a special guest. Here on Stool Talk, we walk in our purpose on purpose, and today's guest is definitely doing that. He has a great following. He's a great man. He great sports knowledge, great wisdom. I love watching his shows. I love what he does. I love how he pours into his guests. I love how he even allows his guests to be able to show their journeys, to be able to talk the game and talk the track meets and talk about all the different things and really go in tune with him. Today we have with us the one, the only, Mr. Vance Johnson. How you doing today?
Hey man, I'm doing good, man. I can't complain. I can't complain. I'm doing all right.
Yeah. What was it like for you growing up? Like, was you into sports? Did you play sports? Did you always gravitate towards track, or was it multiple sports?
Man, I was a football guy, man. Started football, middle school. I did shot put, man. I wasn't good at it in middle school, but I kind of did it, just to keep me busy in middle school. Then I played soccer in middle school. I really enjoyed that. So into high school, man, I just went strictly, football or whatnot, man. So I'm a big football guy. And was really crazy, and you are not gonna believe this. It's gonna blow your mind when I tell you this. My first track meet was my daughter's track meet, man. I was never into track at all. Never. never, man. My first track, let me say this. My first track meet as a visitor was my daughter's track meet, because I went with the shot put in middle school. I didn't, and that lasts all of what 2 track meets, But my first track meet as a visitor, man, it was my daughter. I was never big on track, man, never. Which is crazy.
How old was she when she first started running when you was there?
So when she first started running, my daughter, she was 5. She was 5, man, and the way it happened, because we put her in cheer. She was in cheer first, right? And man, we paid about $500 to put her in that, right? So she was going to cheer practice and all this, doing good, having fun. So then she went to her first game to cheer, man, and Aaliyah didn't say not one word. She just stood there, and I told my wife, I said, you know what? Hey, this is the last cheer meet. This is the last cheer game we're gonna go to. So we pulled her from that, and like when when she first started walking, man, all she did was ran. She used to just run around the house everywhere because she used to run so fast. I thought she was going to hit the wall in the house, and I used to always say, "Just slow down." And she never hit the wall. She never. It's amazing. She never hit the wall. So I told my wife, I said, "You know what? Let's just see something. Let's put her in soccer." So we put her in soccer. She played a whole soccer season, man, and she was really good, man. She was like really good in soccer, man. She scoring a lot of points, outrunning everybody. She was so good, man. The parents were coming up to her. They're like, "How she played before?" I'm like, "No." They're like, "Man, she's gonna go to Duke on a soccer scholarship or whatever." And I'm like, "This is our first time playing." But after that first season, I told my wife, I said, "Man, let me see something. Let's try a track. Let's put in a YMCA just to see something, right?" So the first day of track practice, the coach lined her up. She was 5. He lined her up with a 7-year-old girl and an 8-year-old girl. girl, and she smoked both of them. And she was 5. And me and my wife kind of like, I still got the video. I'm gonna send it to you.
Okay.
I still got the video. Me and my wife kind of looked at each other. I'm like, man, what's going on? But from there, man, make a long story short, man, because I get kind of long winded. From YMCA, we put her in TAF to run track. She did really well there. She went, the state meet. She did really well. Then we transitioned over to AAU and USA TF, man. So it's kind of how it worked.
Yeah, shout out to Aaliyah, man. She doing
Yeah,
amazing, and
yeah,
she gonna make it far, man. I already know because she got that
man.
work ethic and drive.
Yeah,
So how did you gain all the knowledge you got about the sport? Did you just like pay attention? Did you do background? Like, was you just a part of it?
man.
Because you're very knowledgeable about this track.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And this is crazy. This is crazy how it works, man. Because my first thing I did, I kind of just researched all I could, about sprinters, man. You know what I'm saying? And like drills and stuff. So I didn't know a lot uh, about track and field techniques, right? So me being a football guy, we always focus on quickness, and that's like the only thing I worked on with her was quickness. We did like this is what we did because I used to coach little league football. We did football drills working on quickness. That's what we did. That's what we did because she was already fast. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, let me just work on her footwork. You see what I'm saying? And it got to the point. She got too fast, man. She got hold on. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, yep, yep.
Okay. I had that mic off. So it got to the point, man. She got too fast, man, and I'm just like, man, I got to bring it into. I got to bring some professionals in here, man. And I remember going on Google, typing in good track and field teams, in our area, man, and of course, man, it pulled up a bunch of teams, and team came across called North Texas Cheetahs, man. They used to practice in DeSoto with Coach Orlando. So I hit him up because Orlando, he's like, hey man, bring her out. I send him a little videos and stuff like that, man. So pretty much she went out there, man, and I kind of just everything they were showing her, man, I just started soaking it in. You see what I'm saying? I just started soaking her in, and the faster she got, I had to start reaching out to more people like trainers and stuff. And me and my wife, man, we've been very fortunate, man, to have some good coaches and trainers, in our lives, man, because everybody that we brought in to this day, man, we still got some good relationships with, man. And I learned from them, man. That's pretty much how I learned, man. And going to all them track meets and, talking to coaches, talking to parents, man, that's pretty much how I learned.
Yeah. What would you say to the parent who athlete is got the great potential like Aaliyah had? What would you say to them to encourage them to get their athlete the proper tools and the proper things that they need to make them be great instead of holding them back, or sometimes not knowing something could be bad because they scared to ask or afraid to ask? What would you say to that parent?
Um, I would say this, man. At a young age, let them have fun. You know, don't don't try to get them. Don't do too much too early. Is what I'm getting at. You know what I'm saying? But with that said, if you don't feel that, just say, they put this kid on the track team. You know what I'm saying? If you don't feel that track team is benefiting your kid, you probably want to just go ahead and switch the track team, right?
Yeah.
Because here's the thing: you got this kid on this track team. They're gonna practice there. Then if you go get a trainer, then you're gonna be adding probably about 2 more days of practice, and that could be a heavy load on a young kid. You know what I'm saying? But I would say just at a young age, just let them have fun. And this is another thing you're not gonna believe. And when we told our IU coaches this, they were like, "What? Aaliyah has never pulled a sled until her first year up at at IU or weighted sled. She's never pulled a sled before, never. And I see now all the time on IG and everything, and If that's what they want to do, that's fine. But those young kids, man, they got a long time to get to that point. So I would say just make sure they getting developed properly at those young ages. Just make sure they out there having fun. I'm gonna say because normally, typically, they saw about 5 or 6, from 6 to, I would say, 13, 14. You don't want to be too hard on them kids because they can burn out too. You see what I'm saying? So I would say let them develop. When they get 13, 14 on up, start looking for some trainers and stuff like that, to get they, technique and everything straight, so they can perform well when they get to high school.
Yeah. And when did you start your Texas Dad podcast? Did it start? Did you already have an idea? How did this come about?
Man, I'm telling you, man, stuff just happens, man, with me, man. I was it is crazy, man. It's crazy how it worked. I was at a track. We was at LSU for an indoor meet with Aaliyah, and she was about to run a 200, and I was watching the age group before, and I just talked to this athlete's dad yesterday, last week or whatever I'm about to tell you about. So I was watching the 200, and this athlete, her name is Teresa Malone, man. She come flying around that curve, man, on that 200, and she ended up winning it, or whatever. And what caught my attention more is what she did after the race, man, because she was so excited, bro. She was so excited, man. You could just tell she was passionate. You know what I'm saying? She was genuinely happy, man. I'm like, man, that's some good stuff, like right there, right? Then we got home, man. Actually, we got to the hotel, man. I'm just like, I'm on the internet and all that. I'm like, man, ain't nobody talking about Teresa Malone. She had a good race. So like, okay, so we got back to Texas, man, and I'm just like, man, you know what? Man, I got to talk about it, man, because, man, that athlete was amazing. So I need to figure it out. So again, I went on Google, you know what I'm saying? And I found it's called Anchor FM, right? That was the first thing I used to use, man. So I said, okay, I'm about to go on here. I set up like a folding table in the garage, man. I still had the old video or whatever. And video was all fuzzy or whatever. I'm like, man, I'm about to just get on here, just talk about what I seen. So I got on there. And I remember I had like 4 people watching it, man. I was like, man, this is, I'm horrible, man. I'm horrible. so I got on there, man, and I was just talking, man. I didn't have no script. I didn't have no spiel, man, or nothing like that. I was just being myself, like. And another thing I found, man, is the more I be myself, man, the more people dials in. It's just draw people to me, man. And that's that's the type of person I always been. So I just started talking, man, about Teresa Malone, man, and I had woke up the next morning and I got like a DM. They're like, hey, a good show. I'm like, what? I'm like, really? I'm like, okay, well, yeah. I'm like, well, and I had told myself before that, I said, man, I'm just gonna talk. If nobody don't listen, man, I don't care, man, because I enjoy talking about it. So that's pretty much how it happened, man, and it's just been taking off, ever since.
Yeah. What do you want your listeners to gain when they listen to your podcast, the episodes with the different athletes?
Um, I want them to gain some knowledge, man. You know, that's my main thing. Gain some knowledge because I talk about mental health is the main thing, and I think a lot of coaches don't focus on that because they are tied up in getting medals and all that good stuff. But I focus on mental health. I talk about that so the parents they can recognize if something's going on with their kid. So they can talk to them, to see what's going on. And I talk it all the time too, so coaches can start to notice. If this athlete coming to practice, they're in a good mood all the time. Then the last couple of practices, they're not even talking, they moping around. There's something going on with that kid, right?
Yeah.
You don't still want to make this kid do the workout. You know what I'm saying? How important is that? You know what I'm saying? So you need to reach out to the kids, see what's going on. But I want them to gain knowledge about mental health, recruiting, for the parents and the athletes, because I've been through the recruiting process, and that's a whole nother that's a whole nother show right there, man. Because I'm gonna tell you what, man, it opened my eyes and it opened my wife's eyes to a lot of things, man. You know, it's grimy, man. It's grimy, and you got to be smart, and you can get drawn in by, schools and coaches, and that might not have the best interest, for your child, because a lot of times these parents, man, they listen to the high school coaches or they club coaches on where the kids should go, and it shouldn't be like that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's your kid. You know what I'm saying? That's a family decision. You see what I'm saying? You can get recommendations from a coach or whatnot, but you shouldn't base it off of what they think. It shouldn't even matter what they think. But I think a lot of that goes on. But so knowledge on recruiting, mental health, man, how to be successful. I put out quotes and stuff a lot of times. I just want to make people better humans, man. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is my main thing. So yeah, and hey, stop me when you can, man, because I'm telling you, man, I'm long winded sometimes, man, when it comes to track.
What motivated you to create the nonprofit Texas Track Dash Sprint to Success? Did that come
Yeah,
a little bit after? Did it come about in the last couple of years?
yeah, man. I've been wanting to do that for a while, man, and I finally got it kicked off. Well, so we're going to 3 weeks right now, so it'll be 4 weeks next week. So it's brand new.
Okay.
Uh, so yeah, man, because when my daughter was in track, man, we had to create like fundraisers, to get her to JOs, and we've been fortunate because we got a good following as a family, man, and people always help us. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, man, it been some times like, man, how we gonna get her to JOs, in North Carolina, and I'll put up a Facebook fundraiser. I don't think they do the Facebook fundraisers no more, but man, I put that up, man, and man, people just buy in, and we can get her there, man. And I know how it is, man, as a parent, not be able to get your kid equipment or get them the JOs, or they don't have water at practice, or you don't have money to buy them spikes and stuff like that. So I created the Sprint to Success nonprofit, so I can give that to those athletes if they need spikes, if they need uniforms, scholarships to help them go to JOs, man. The seniors who's going to college, getting them scholarships, because in track and field, man, it's hard for athletes to get full scholarships. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's gonna be a big part of the nonprofit there.
Yeah. Can you share a story that stands out with you helping a player, a team, or multiple players?
Yeah, so my nonprofit, it just started. Like I said, I'm 3 weeks in. So I don't have any success stories or nothing like that. I'm just getting started. So, but as soon as I get one, I would get it to you as soon as I can. Like I say, I'm like 3 weeks in. I'm just like 3 weeks in on it. So,
Okay.
all the paperwork and everything's being processed right now, and it'll be good to go in about a couple of more weeks.
What has the journey been like watching Aaliyah? How has it been unfolding? Like seeing now she's a college athlete, she's running track, she's going into her peak, getting being at the top of her game. How has that been for you?
As a journeyman for me,
Yeah.
man, it's been a what's your favorite roller coaster, man? That's how it's been.
Yeah.
Ups and downs, man. It's been ups and downs. It's been good times, and it's been bad times, but more good times. And what I'm really enjoying is everything she's been learning throughout that process. She's showing it right now at IU, man, and we are really proud of her, man. And I'm just proud to see the young lady she's become,
Yeah.
and I think that's I think I'm more proud than that than anything, you know?
Definitely. What role do you think track and field plays in shaping character beyond the sport?
Man, I think it plays a good role, man, because track and field is tough, man.
Yeah,
It's tough and you got to be strong mentally more than anything. Right. It's about 90%. Um, it's about 90% mental, bro. Than anything, you know, because you got to have a strong mindset, you know, and I think it teaches the kids that, man. It teaches them how to overcome, you know, certain things, you know, be resilient and everything like that, man. And when they face with problems, they know, hey, if I get knocked down, hey, I can get back up. Just like if I have a bad race, it is what it is. But I'm coming for you the next time. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So I think I think it builds character, man. I think it really builds character because man, it's that sport, man. It's tough. It's
yeah,
tough, man. And like Liz, she used to cry at practice, man, like every day. you know, it's hard, man. When you go, if you go to club track practice, man, those babies, man, they be running around that track, man. They so small, they be running those 400s, man, and they just tears be coming down.
yeah,
But if you watch them progress year and year, man, they be dogs, man. They become dogs once they get older. So I think it really teaches them how to deal with certain things in life, man. You know how to
yeah.
overcome it. Yeah,
What do you think the state of track and field is right now today?
man. I think it's I would say it's getting better as far as promotion, man, but it's kind of still the same to me, you know, like with the pro meets, high school meets, and everything like that. I don't think it's going anywhere, uh, but I do believe more opportunities are being developed, you know, for those college, high school athletes, like the NIL deals, which
Yeah,
is good, and things like that. Grand Slam happened, which was good, but you know they going through some stuff now. We're getting those athletes paid. I think it was really good. I think MJ did a really good job putting that together, man. I don't see no issues with it, you know. And I tell people all the time, say, hey, man, that guy's a legend. I don't think he intended for these investors not to pay, you
yeah,
know. But I think it's some people like MJ is that's stepping up trying to do something who want to pay those athletes what they really worth. You know those pro athletes, man. And I think it's evolving, man. I think
yeah,
it's getting a little better, you know, but it's not going to ever be big as football or basketball, baseball, and stuff like that. So
yeah. If you could see a major change in how track athletes are supported, whether it's by school, their club, or the communities, what would it be in your eyes?
if I can, you say if I can change it
If you can see one major change in how the track athletes are supported
from the community schools and
in
what
the
was the last
club,
one?
in
In the
the club,
clubs.
yeah,
I would say, man, buy more into track and field, man. Especially because some schools are big at track on track, man, and some are not. They're not, man. Duncanville, DeSoto, those schools, they're big on track, you know. But you would get to some schools, man, and they really don't care about it, you know. And the thing about it, those athletes, man, they love that sport, and they should, you know, get some treatment, man. You know, track just don't get the funds sometimes, man. They don't, and even on a college level, man. Football is king. It's gonna always be king, man. And you know these track programs, they get money from the football program, you know, to help fund it. But I would say just to buy in more, you know, to the sport, in the communities, man. Show up to those meets. If it's some track meet going on, you know, just go out there, sit, you know, try to, support the kids that's out there, you know. As far as the clubs, man, the clubs do a really good job. the clubs do a really good job being supportive of their athletes, man, because those coaches, they know track and field don't get a lot of promotion, man. Those, man, they go out there, do fundraisers, man. They try to get these kids to JOs, man. Those coaches do a lot for those kids, man. I know that for a fact because we experienced some great coaches.
Yeah, definitely. Who has been your favorite guest or most memorable that's been on that you really like? It really was great.
You know what, man? You know what I would say, man.
Besides her,
Besides my daughter, man. All
yeah,
right, man. I won't be like.
besides the great,
All
besides
right,
the
I
great
won't. I
Olivia.
won't. I won't. All right, man. I won't. I won't be like that, man. Um, let's see. I would say Kayla Woods, man.
Okay,
Kayla Woods, man. She just signed with. She just signed with Vanderbilt.
okay,
She trained with APX or whatnot. Man, she's a phenomenal athlete, man, and she is just a good spirited person, man. She brightened up my day when I talk to her, and she's always like that, man. Every single time I see her in the videos, she's been on my show twice, man, and she. Man, she's a great person, and her family is great too. Matter of fact, I just got something from my dad the other day. I just reposted it, but yeah, man, yeah. I would say that, man. I really enjoy when she come on the show. I enjoy all my guests,
yeah,
but I would say, yeah, it's a joy. It's a
yeah.
joy when she come on there, man.
Do you have a favorite motivational quote or scripture or something that you lean on to help you, like motivate you, encourage you, push you?
Man, I would say, let's see, um, and Kobe Bryant, man. I would listen to him. I listen to him sometimes, man. Like his inserts and stuff or whatnot. And I have it here. Let me pull it out real quick. Um, because he's a very intelligent guy. He was, right? And his whole mentality, man, is off the charts or whatnot. But and I put it on so I got my Google Calendar out, man, and I put it on every day on my calendar, man, and I read every morning I get up. It's rest at the end, not the middle. You know what I'm saying? And I read that, man. I kind of go by that now, man, and I put in as much work as I can every day to try to, make that day valuable. You see what I'm saying? And try to do something positive every day, man. I don't care if it's reposting something from a kid, telling them good job or something like that, because you never know what people go to also, and I'm also trying to better myself as a human being, man. And that's kind of something I kind of live by, man. I kind of try to keep my foot on the gas, man, and do as much as I can every day, to make myself better and the people around me.
Yeah, definitely. If you could interview any legendary track star from past or present, who would it be?
Let's see. Track star. Let's see. Um, Man, I really want to talk to Sha'Carri Richardson, man. I
Yeah,
really want to talk to Sha'Carri, man. If I can just get 5 minutes.
yeah,
Yeah, I would say her, man, because I'm a big fan of Sha'Carri, man. I'm a big fan of Sha'Carri because we grew up in the same neighborhood. I'm from the same place she from, and I'm proud of her for one, to be, what she is today, because I'm telling you right now, it's that area we came from is is not the best of areas, but I would, man, and one reason I would like to talk to her, man, I would like to just tell her I'm proud of her, man. Man,
yeah,
I have like about 3 minutes. Every time she have a good race, man, I say good job. I send to her. One day she'll respond.
Right.
But I would say Shakira though, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$1 million question. I've been waiting to ask you this.
Yeah.
How do you stay motivated? How do you stay encouraged with all the things that you do? You're a dad, you're a husband, you're a father, you're a man. Like you do great work. You pour into what you do, your craft, your content, your athletes. How do you stay motivated? What do you do to use to make sure that you got everything you need because you pouring out so much?
So I'm gonna tell you this, my man. Um, don't focus on being motivated so much. Focus more on being consistent,
Yeah.
right? Be consistent with it. Because are we gonna be motivated every day? Nope, we not. Or
Right.
we not. You know, because I have days too, man. It's just like, man, it's been a long day. I got this show, but I got to get it done. So I would say, man, be more consistent, man, than anything.
Yeah. What legacy do you want to leave behind when people think about you, think about the work you have done? What do you want your legacy to be?
Man, it's man, really, man. I just want to make my family proud, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I'm gone and they look at these old videos, you like, man, hey, dad wasn't that bad, man. He wasn't that bad, man. He really cared about people, and that's my thing. I don't, I when it comes to legacies and stuff like that, man. All I do is go out there and be me,
Yeah.
and if I leave one, I leave one, man. If I don't, I don't. That's kind of how I look at it. So,
Yeah.
but my major goal, man, is to spread knowledge, spread some love when I can, and make my family proud.
Yeah. And I can tell like when people do podcasts, they do shows, you can tell the people that really love what they doing, that love and have a heart for it. You can tell the people that just doing it, whether for views, streams, or different things like that. So that's one thing I love about you. You can tell your love for it, your excitement, how you interact with your guests, how you allow them to talk, how you allow them to make it about them, and how you step back and allow their voice to, kind of be heard more because it's people that's watching your guests that their journey is going to highlight them to make them motivate. Like a lot of people
Yep.
that seen Aaliyah go from boom, 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 and they run in
Yep.
track like I want to be like Aaliyah, I want to be like Aaliyah, and
Yep.
then watching your show because they know you are dad, then seeing the other one. So that's just motivation and that's just encouragement that the young generation needs. What would you be able to say words of encouragement to the young athletes?
Man, um, I would say this: um, continue to be who you are more than anything. Don't try to change yourself. You know what you can do. You know what your ability is. And sometimes you're gonna have to bet on yourself. If you want to go to that school, that D1 school, or wherever you want to go, you're gonna have to put in the work. You know, you're gonna have to get it done. Ain't nobody coming to save you. You gonna have to do it yourself. And be strong. Believe in yourself first. Number one, make sure you're getting your academics because track don't last forever. Don't focus. I mean, I get it. The Olympics part, you want to go to the Olympics. Olympics is like winning the lotto more than anything, right? I'm not saying it won't happen. Excuse me. I'm not saying it won't happen, but if it don't, you need to make sure you have a good degree where you can get you a good job. So make sure you focusing on your books, be strong, work hard every day. Also, make sure you have a hobby. That's the main thing too. Make sure you have a hobby. Make sure you're doing something outside of track.
Yeah. And how do you go about with choosing your guests, whether it's the athletes, whether it's the coaches? Do they reach out to you? Do you reach out? How do people go about getting on your show?
Yeah. So sometimes, man, sometimes I reach out, man, and sometimes people hit me up. It just depends because, man, I watch a lot of athletes, man, and I hate I can't get everybody on the show, you know, but I kind of just if I see something catch my eye, I'll reach out. I'll reach out to them. I'll reach out to their parents to get them on. Like, and the coaches do the same thing, or they hit me up. They send me a message. They be like, "Hey, man, I love your show. I got a story to tell. Can I come on?" So if I can get them in, I get them in. So that's pretty much how it works for me.
And what would you say to a young athlete who, or just a young creator that, has ambition on starting a podcast? What would you give them encourage wise? What would you tell them?
I would say do it. I would say do it because it's fun for one. I enjoy it, you know, and is where people criticize and judge what you do. I mean, that's life. They go do that with anything, you know. But this is a platform where you can come on and just be yourself. You know that. I mean, that's how I look at it. You know, that's how I look at it because I tell my audience all the time. I say, man, I'll be mispronouncing words, mispronouncing these kids' names, and y'all still be coming back every time. Every time I come on, I'll be forgetting what I'm talking about sometimes, and they
Yeah.
still come back to see me. You know. But like I say, it's one of them things, man, where you can be yourself, man, and you can reach so many people, man. Let me tell you this. One thing I really enjoy, man, is when I'm at a track meet or I'm in an airport and somebody say, "Hey, text the track dad," and I'll be like, "What?"
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, it happened to me. It happened to me multiple times, man, in the airport. I'd had parents walk up to me, man. Hey, man, we watch your show, man. We enjoy it and keep doing what you do,
Yeah.
man. It blows my mind. Me and my me and my wife we was coming back from Oregon last year. After seeing the live, man, I was on the airplane, man, and University of Iowa athletes, they was on the same plane with us, and they was walking by. One athlete said, "Hey, Texas Track Dad, what's up?" I'm like, what? And I had like a T-shirt on. I have nothing with my name on it, you know.
Yeah.
But it's humbling too, man. You know, I'm like, man, so that let me know, man, what I'm doing, you know, it's reaching people.
Yeah, definitely. What
Yeah.
challenges do you face with the podcast, with the guests, or different things? What challenges has you come through over from you started to now?
You talking about with the guests, and I wouldn't say I have any challenges with guests, man, because they all been pretty good, man. They come on and we talk. That's pretty much. I don't put pressure on on my guests or man. I always have questions, man, but not sometimes we don't even get to the questions, especially with the coaches, man, because we just be talking,
Yeah,
man. But I wouldn't say any challenges with my guests, man. But for me, man, it take and you know this, man. It takes time putting stuff together, man, for the actual interview. That's
yeah,
the only challenge, man. Because if I can do this full time, I would love to do it,
right.
but I love my other job. I love my career too. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard. It's kind of hard, man. Doing the show and then you got your full time job. It's a challenge, man.
Yeah,
That's why I say you got to be consistent because you're not going to be motivated. After you
yeah,
done work 10 hours at work, then you got to come home and do a podcast. But it's a challenge. But life is a challenge. So it is what it is. That's how I look at it.
yeah. And what do you think you can continue to do to keep your show fresh, to keep your audience in tune and keep on growing and keep on, moving up and down?
Um, Say to keep my show just
Yeah, just fresh and keep on growing and just not staying stagnant.
man, it's man, that's a good question, man, because I really never thought of that. because it's kind of like with me is I kind of just come and do what I got to do, man. I come, I talk, I talk to people, get them on the show, and I never thought about how to keep it going, because I just feel that every time I come on, I continue to be me. It's people will come back because it was at one point, man. It was I got so busy at work, I probably didn't do a show for almost 2 months. When I came back and did that, when I started back up, man, this everybody was there. Everybody was still there, and I think that I I continue to be who I am. They go always be there, So I just don't I just don't put any thoughts on that right there. So
Yeah, that just shows, like you said, be yourself. You don't got to be other people, even in this space that we in. Comparison is the thief of joy. So
yep.
be yourself, be authentic, and the people. This is how I look at it. The people that we supposed to get to interview, God gonna send them our way. It's gonna
Oh
happen.
yeah.
People that's
Yep. Yep.
supposed to watch us is gonna watch us because
Yep.
you get
Yep.
off into these numbers and people trying to get all these views and all this
Yep.
subscribers and all that. You will lose your purpose. And our
Yep.
purpose is what we doing. What does purpose mean to you?
Yeah. Yeah, man. Man, I say this, man. Everybody was put here for a reason,
Yeah.
and some of us are fortunate, to find it. And I think this is part of my purpose here, man. I think it's doing something you passionate about, and something that's going to help, other people, man. That's probably the best way I can put it. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of them things that everybody's put here for a reason, man. You just got to find out what it is. But once you find it, man, it's doing something you love, man.
Yeah. And if you could leave listeners with one message about the sport of track and field and why it matters, what would it be?
Oh, one message by track and field and why it matters.
Yeah.
Um, I would say, man, people put their heart and soul into this sport,
Yeah.
and track and field, it needs support from more people, around the world, man. I would say that, these kids, man, these coaches, man, they really and parents too, man. We don't have a life, man. Especially when the kids are young, man. We never been on vacation. Vacation was JO's for Aaliyah. We don't take family vacations, because we was always at JO's, in the summertime, man. The parents, man, they put a lot into it, getting these athletes where they need to be, man. It's a lot. It's stressful, man. It's stressful on the parents and everybody. So I would just say, just try to support the sport more, because it's some good people in the sport, man. Coaches, athletes, parents, or whatever. Just if we can get some more support, man, I think it'll be good. And for the athletes too, man, don't give up on your dream. Keep working. So
Yeah. Last question before we leave.
yeah.
How can we support you and what you're doing, the Texas Dad podcast? How can people support you? And how can we support you as a host and for your show and what you're doing?
Man, it's just one of the things, man. Yeah, I'm on every social media platform you could think of. If you know of one, let me know so I can get on there for sure. But
Yeah.
man, hey, come on, follow me if you want. I got a YouTube page. You can go on there, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. Follow me. You can share the stuff if you like, man. But like I say, man, I'm gonna continue to do what I do. And if you're a track and field fan, if you want to support, follow me because there'll be some good coaches on there. Athletes come on there. Sometimes they might have a fundraiser or something like that they may need help with. Maybe somebody who's watching probably can help them out with that. But I would say, just if you're interested in track and field, if you got a kid, I have some good coaches that come on there also that give some knowledge about what to expect. I've been through some, the recruiting process and stuff like that. But these college coaches, they know, these club coaches and trainers, they know some stuff that can, be beneficial to the parent and the athlete.
Yeah. Definitely. Well, we thank you. We're spotlighting you for all what you do. Like I said, the amazing father, amazing husband, the amazing podcast host. Like what you're doing needs to, get acknowledged for people can see and people can even get familiar with what you're doing. Like it might be truck runners, track athletes that need to watch your show that can get all the help, the gyms, like you said, the people on there. We just pray that God continue to give you favor, give Aaliyah favor while she's in school, on campus, on the track, and all what God got for her, that it will be able to be before her. It'll be the right thing. We pray that God continue to send you all the right people that need to hear from you, that need answers for questions that you may have. I mean, questions answered that you may have, and for your family, just continue to be y'all, pour into people, and be supportive, and
Yeah. I want to say something to you, man. Man, you doing a good job too. You
appreciate
doing
it.
a good job, man. I see you. I see you with your guests, and I see what you do, man. And you are really you are a really humble person, man.
Yeah,
And the stuff you be spitting to these athletes and guests you have, man, it's they need it, man. They need
yeah,
it, man, because some of them don't have people to tell them that, And I just want to say thank you for doing what you do as well,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, no, this is the first of many. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of Leah journey, your journey, and all that. Like I don't take none of it for granted. I told her I'm it's IU on the track until y'all go against O State.
Ah, man, come
No,
on, man.
no, track I don't care about. I can. Hey, I told her no. I told her I'm voting for her. I'm going with her even on track. Only football. I'm just OU. I'm
You said, oh, you
yeah, Ohio State.
Ohio, man. Hey, hey, and let me tell you this before we get out of here. I was in where was I at? That we was in the airport. We was going to Bloomington, man. Me and this guy, we were chatting it up. And he was like, "Yeah, you going to Bloomington?" Like, "Yeah, man. I'm a Hoosier fan. My daughter go down there." He said, "Man, I'm a Buckeye." Man, our whole conversation changed. I'm like, "Man, let me get out of here. I'll see you later."
Yeah, and then what was that last year? Y'all, the football team was really good.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
had that
yeah,
big beat
yeah,
up. Yeah,
yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah,
crazy.
yeah, yeah. So
My dad played for Florida State back in the '70s, but so that was used to be
okay,
my team. But then growing up, Old State from me being from Ohio, so
okay,
yeah.
all
But
right.
it's
I feel you.
but I got like I said, I'll be supporting my athletes. So
Oh yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
riding
yeah,
with Leah. She gonna be in the Olympics.
yeah.
We believe that she gonna be in the Olympics one day from Indiana University. So
Man, that's what's up, man. I appreciate you,
yeah.
man. I appreciate your support, bro. I sure do appreciate you, man.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only Mr. Vance Johnson.
Peace.